Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nur Aini Tirasman. My metric number is 61776. I want to present about the background of the country, history, and the religion in Denmark. First is history. People have lived in Denmark since the Stone Age, but there is evidence that people lived there around 50,000 BC. Viking warriors for Denmark and other Scandinavian countries reached Europe. Most of Denmark's modern cities we found after the Viking era. Denmark, Norway, and Sweden were united as a united of Kalmar by the Queen Margaret in the late 40th century. Although the Sweden broke away from the United in 1523, Norway was ruled by Denmark until 1840. Second, for the religion in Denmark, Christian, especially the evangelical leader caste of Denmark, the stage of religion, is of all the religion practiced in Denmark the most notable. Nonetheless, by the practical and faith can be split among the population. Islam, owing the immigration to Denmark in the 1980 and 1990, is the second biggest religion. On the whole, in Christ, Danes are secular. Christ turnout is usually low. The religion statistic is evangelical Lutheran official is 95%, other Christian is 3%, and for Muslim is 2%. Okay, next, I want to present about the flag of the Denmark. Red in a white cross that extends to the edges of the flag. The vertical part of the cross is shaped to the whole side. The banner is referred to as the Daneborg. That is a Danish flag and is one of the oldest national flags in the world. Traditional as to the origin of the flag design vary, but the best known is the legend that the banner fell from the sky during the early 30th century, better catch up by the Danish kings before it ever touched the earth. These heavenly talismans, inspired by the Royal Army to victory, in actually the flag may derive from the Crudas banner or ensign. Next, this is about location of the Denmark. Denmark is a country in northern Europe. It is made up of the Jutland Peninsula and more than 400 islands in the North Sea. It shares the border with the Germany to the south. The country is almost 2 times the size of the Mauritius. Denmark terrain the mostly flat, the gently rolling hills. During the Ice Age, glaciers moved slowly across the landmass and shaped the country that exists today. Denmark has a long coastline with the many long lagoons, gulfs, and islands. No part of Denmark is more than 32 miles or 67 kilometers from the sea. Although Denmark in the North Europe, the warm water of the Gulf Stream make the climate mild. Next, for the administration system, I will explain about the background of the Denmark political system. The political system of Denmark functions in the structure of parliamentary representative democracy. No one party has had an absolute majority in the Folketing since the early 20th century. No one party has created the government by itself since 1982 because not only post-war coalition government has enjoyed a majority. Government bills seldom because the law without the negotiation and cooperation with the both government and opposition parties. Thus, the Folketing is often more powerful than leagues in other EU states, as there are no constitutional and administrative Court in Denmark, the Supreme Court handled the constitutional aspect.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Nurul Nabiti Masan. My match number is 7130. I will present the trade scenario. In recent years, Denmark trade has experienced fluctuation, with export reaching 11.9 dollar billions in February 2024, showing a slight increase from January figure. Year over year, export decreased in January 2024 but saw a notable rise in February. Key exports include packaged medicine, electricity, and vaccines, which primary destination were Germany, the US, Sweden, and Norway. Imports in February 2024 were lower than in January, although they show substantial growth year over year. Major imports include car, refined petroleum, electricity, and packaged medicine, primarily from Germany, Sweden, China, and Norway. Denmark trade surplus improved in February 2024 compared to the January. Overall, Denmark has maintained a trade surplus, particularly following the COVID-19 recovery. Over the past decade, Denmark's economy has generally grown, albeit with some challenge. GDP has increased significantly, peaking in 2021, while per capita income has also risen notably. The economy experienced its highest growth rate in 2021, which a decline during the pandemic year. GNP has followed a similar trend with considerable growth over the decade. The unemployment rate has decreased markedly, with a minor uptick during the pandemic. Inflation has varied, with periods of stability and recent significant increase, indicating diverse economic conditions. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Atika Amanina. My matric number is S63204. Wine turbine. By 1900, there were 2,500 wine turbines for mechanical use in Denmark, such as farm and factories. Wine turbine served as a machine that convert kinetic energy from wine to mechanical energy. Originally, wine turbines were used in agriculture activity that served in moving machine for use to grind grain for food production. But over time, this technology evolved to other manufacturing use such as pump, water, or as electric generator called modern wine turbine. How the wine turbine implemented is the blunt wine has kinetic energy going through facing the rotor blade on the wine turbine. The result of an all-in or wine gas will cause the rotor blade to twist and capture kinetic energy. Around the rotor blade will cause the drive at the center connected to the blade to also rotate. Many modern wine turbines allow the rotor blade to rotate at an optimal perceived angle to generate as much energy as possible. This is affected by the presence of a small electric motor or hydraulic ram that will turn the rotor blade under electronic control. Contribution of wine turbine to the economy, social and environment. In economy, wine turbine is lead to the development of local industry and lower electricity price. With the advent of wine turbine technology, this can lead to the development of local industry that produce wine turbine component. As the demand for wine turbine grow, more local industry can grow and compete in offering component for wine turbine with outside industry importing their product. Next, social contribution is opportunity, improve quality of life and contribute to the value of education and awareness. In social aspect, wine turbine can improve the quality of life because wine turbine are green technology that produce clean electricity. This wine turbine do not rely on fossil fuel to produce energy. This causes the quality of life of the community to increase in the aspect of health due to the reduced air pollution and having access to electricity. Last, contribution to the environment is the reduction of air pollution and lead to efficient land use. Utilize one turbine can aid in the reduction of air pollution. This is so because fossil fuels like charcoal, gas, or oil are not used in the production of power by one turbine. Next, electric vehicle. In September 2022, there were 97,121 hybrid and battery electric vehicle registered in Denmark. Electric vehicle is a vehicle driven by one or more motor as an electric traction that use energy stored in battery and can be refurbished to power a vehicle. Electric vehicle use electricity as its main energy sources, and this is different from conventional vehicle that use fossil fuel as a source of energy to power vehicle. To power an electric car, it's necessary that those components that have their own very important function. Among such components are battery. They are among the most important components of electric vehicle. A charger battery will store electricity as a source of energy to power the vehicle. The energy stored by the battery will be channeled to the electric motor that is in the vehicle. This electric motor serves to convert the electrical energy that has been channeled into the mechanical energy needed to move the wheel of the vehicle forward. Contribution of electric vehicle to the economy is growth of the automotive industry, create job opportunity and increase export activity. The growth of automotive industry involve industries that will produce battery, charging and other electrical components that will be used on electric vehicle. This industry will compete to produce the best component to supply to car companies that innovate in the creation of electric vehicle. Next, social contribution is to education and awareness and also improve the quality of life. Use of electric vehicle can contribution to education and awareness. This can provide awareness to the community as well as users that the use of conventional vehicle will have a negative impact on the environment that can affect future generation. Last, contribution to environment is reduced greenhouse gas emission and reduction depends on natural gas. Electric vehicle is contribute to environmental aspect of reduced greenhouse gas emission and reduced air pollution. This is because this electric vehicle produce less gas emission, such as carbon dioxide, by using the energy stored in the battery.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fazila Huda binti Abdullah, metric number SC3037. Now I will continue with solar panel. A solar panel is a device that converts sunlight into electricity using photovoltaic cells. These panels are made up of multiple solar cells, typically made from silicon, which generates direct current electricity when exposed to sunlight. Solar panels are an essential component of solar energy system, whether for residential, commercial or industrial applications. Next is how solar panels work. Solar panels work by absorbing sunlight as an energy source to produce electricity or heat. The main component of a solar panel is the solar cell, which is made of a semiconductor material such as silicon. It is built with a positive layer and a negative layer, which creates an electric field like in a battery. This process takes advantage of the photovoltaic effect, where solar cells produce an electric current when they absorb sunlight. Next, the contribution of solar panel to economy can save electricity costs and offer job opportunities. The electricity produced by solar panels does not require a monthly payment, and the sun is a free resource that will not be used. By using the solar panels, we can save electricity costs. For social, we can develop wasteland areas and reduce electrical losses. Land used to open a solar farm can benefit many people, such as for cultivation, animal husbandry and other activities. For environment, can maintain environmental sustainability and reduce air pollution. The use of sunlight in the production of electricity can reduce the carbon footprint, at the same time can also prevent the dwindling natural resources. Biogas refers to a mixture of different gases produced by organic decomposition in the absence of oxygen. Biogas can be produced from raw materials such as agricultural waste, dirt, municipal waste, plant materials, sewage waste or food waste. Biogas is a renewable energy source because it is the result of the biodegradation reaction of organic matter. In 2022, as much as 20% of energy consumption in Denmark use biogas. Biogas is used as part of Denmark's effort to increase the use of renewable energy and reduce carbon content. Next, how biogas works. The manufacturing process begins by collecting organic waste, then putting it in an anaerobic tank. In this tank, anaerobic bacteria will break down organic waste into simpler organic compounds such as fatty acids and gases and methane. The material in this tank is mixed with water in the right proportion in a fermentation tank or biogas reactor. The mixture of materials is called a digester and is then fed into a storage system or used directly as electricity. The contribution of biogas to economy provide job opportunities and increase farmers' income. The biogas industry can create job opportunities for the local community because a large industry requires a large number of workers to operate. For social, improve community health and save electricity costs. The use of biogas can reduce air pollution because biogas is a clean fuel and does not produce smoke or harmful particles like traditional fuels such as firewood or charcoal. For environment, can reduce greenhouse gas and reduce dependency on fossil fuels. By harnessing sunlight as an energy source, we can reduce the amount of methane released into the atmosphere.
My name is Asma Hidayah. My number metric is 6157. I'm going to talk about Denmark in a global leader in waste management and renewable energy, exemplified by it was waste to energy initiative. Waste to energy technology converts to municipal energy through the process like incineration, gasification, and anaerobic digestion. In Denmark, waste to energy provide 20% of the heat of over 40 district heating network and 4% of the electricity. This approach reduces landfill use, lower greenhouse gas emission, and generate renewable energy. Danish waste to energy plan among the most advanced globally. How they implemented waste to energy in Denmark. Denmark waste to energy strategy combines advanced technology, strong regulation, and community involvement. Waste in systematic, collected, sorting, and processed with the focus on recycling, compensating before sending residue material to waste energy facilities. Danish waste plan use cutting again method like anaerobic discussion, gasification in relation to maximize energy recovery and minimize environmental impact. These plans are integrated in district heating network, providing efficient, relevant on fossil fuels. Strict environmental regulation ensure sustainable operation. Contribution of the waste to energy to economy, increasing waste production, driven by global population growth, urbanization, and economic expansion. Expected to rise by 70% from 2020 level, reaching 3.88 billion tons by 2015. Major contribution to environmental pollution. Contribution of waste energy to social energy generation. Waste to energy plant produce 20% of district heating and 5% electricity in Denmark. Essential for Denmark's situation from fossil fuels to renewable energy. Next, contribution of the waste to energy. Environmental waste to plant are essential in lower landfill waste, which help reduce the negative environmental impact of landfill, including leachate consumption and methane emission. Vertical farming. In Denmark, vertical farming is a revolutioning food product in urban and peri-urban area. This innovation agriculture method involve growing crops in staggered layers of vertical structure, which maximize space and resource efficient. Vertical farming is a sustainable solution to issues such as a limited arable and land, unpredictable weather, and growing global pollution. By using advanced technology and controlled environment, vertical farm optimize plant growth and productivity while minimize the need for water and land. One of the most important aspects of vertical farming is the use aeroponic, aquaponic, hydroponic growing mediums instead of the traditional soil. Hydroponic really is a miracle recipe for the vertical farms of tomorrow, as no longer requires soil to grow crops. The image below shows an example of hydroponic cultivation, using only about 10% of the water that traditional agriculture uses. Hydroponic allows vertical farms to conserve a huge amount of water. This is especially beneficial consideration of the fact that water is set to become one of the most sought after resource of the next century. Next, for contribution to economy, to improve food security and public health. Year-round local supply of fresh produce reduce dependency on import, promotes healthier eating habit. Next, for social, educational, community benefit, integration into educational curricula to inspire future leaders, community involvement through urban agriculture initiative. Last, for environmental, is resourcing efficient and conservation, up to 90% less water usage with hydroponic and aeroponic efficient use in vertical space, minimizing land clearance, reduce need for fertilizers, resulting in cleaner water bodies.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Noida binti Jamaluddin. My metric number is 3173. For this slide, I will present about blue economy. The first technology of blue economy is reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis is a membrane treatment technique used to extract dissolved solid from water, primarily used in purifying drinking water. Originally used for desalinating seawater in the 1950. It has evolved over time with advancement in polymer and membrane synthesis. Despite its limitations such as limited pH tolerance and high plug polysulfone, reverse osmosis offer advantages such as pure water, unbroken membrane, and compact unique ideal for home dialysis. It also aids in waste treatment, liquid disposal, desalination, medical and disease prevention. Next slide is about how reverse osmosis implemented. A multi-destination developed by the University of California, Los Angeles has grown to 60,000 units by 2019, producing 95 million cubic meters of water daily. Cape Coral, Florida became the first U.S. municipality to use reverse osmosis in 1977, producing 56.8 million liters per day. RO is used in industry for extracting mineral, cleaning groundwater, and treating wastewater. Next is contribution of reverse osmosis. Economy. First, agriculture. High quality water has been provided through irrigation operation, especially in areas with brackish or saline water supply. This improves crop quality and yet indirectly increase agriculture production and final reward. Second, prevention of natural water supply. The water recovery rate of the improved RO plant may be increased from 43.2 to 75%. This has led to a large net financial gain and less water need to be purchased and more potable water was generated. As a result, the activity can generate more income for the country indirectly. Social. First, increase public acceptance and encourage more responsible use of water resource. RO technology ensure clean water standard for all communities, including rural and remote areas, benefiting marginalized group and involved 20 household for significant social contribution. Second, public health. RO technology can improve public health by providing clean, safe drinking water and reducing waterborne diseases. Thereby increase access to clean water, improving quality of life and saving daily housework for 100 villages. Environment. Firstly, is help minimize single-use plastic waste. The RO system reduce single-use plastic waste by providing clean drinking water for home or office use, eliminating the use for single-use plastic water. Second, removes harmful pollutant. RO system not only ensure clean drinking water and reduce pollutant, but also effectively removes various contaminants like chemical, heavy metal, and microbial. This slide about second technology of blue economy is remotely operated recycle or ROV. Remotely operated recycle ROV is a submersible vessel used for various sectors, including oil and gas, scientific, military, and more. It can perform tasks like valve manipulation and hydraulic function, and can be controlled on land or a floating platform. ROV are categorized based on size, weight, power, or capability. With micro-class ROVs being lightweight and trash, and Warrior class ROVs having more than 200 horsepower for munition. Next slide is about how remotely operated recycle ROV implemented. Remotely operated recycle ROV were initially developed for industrial purpose, but are now used in various industries for underwater activity. They replace divert at deep, allowing for safer and local underwater exploitation. ROV are controlled using cable and tether, allowing operators to stay safe and dry on the ship deck. They weigh several thousand kilograms and are about the size of a minibus. Initially employed by the US Navy in the 1960s, ROV have become essential in the offshore energy sector since the 1970s. For contribution of remotely operation recycle ROV. First, economy. For economy, tourism industry value addition. ROV technology enhances tourism by offering new experience like exploring seafloor without diving. Contribution to the industry value addition. Second, research and development were driving by increased funding. For example, in April 2023, Condian Capital, a global specialist manager specializing in infrastructure and real estate, providing a USD 25 million secret credit facility to ROVOP, a remote recycle ROV solution provider. Social. Firstly, worker safety. ROV can significantly reduce the number of workers needed in hazardous environment, improving worker safety and health, and reducing the risk of injury or death. For example, out of 20 people, only 10 workers are needed. Second, education. Educate the public about marine ecosystem and underwater technology to raise environmental awareness and marine conservation. Use ROV in educational programs to spark interest in oceanography and engineering. Lastly is environment. Firstly, for environment, conservation of marine life. ROV will be utilized to monitor and study degrade marine life species, gathering data on their behavior, habitat, and threat, thereby enhance conservation efforts. Second, maritime pollution can be controlled. ROV can identify and detect maritime pollutant, aiding government in controlling pollution with response and implementing environmental safeguards.
Hi, my name is Binti Pauzi, number battery S63563. Now I want to explain about the ocean thermal energy conversion, which is OTEC. OTEC harness the temperature difference between warm water, surface seawater, and cold deep seawater to generate electricity. This technology first proposed by Jacques Arsenal in 1881. They use warm water to produce vapor that drive turbines, while cold water condensed in vapor. Modern OTEC system continue to evolve, aiming to provide sustainable and renewable energy, particularly in tropical regions. Implementing OTEC involves several key steps. First is suitable site with the sea access and significant temperature difference in selected, usually in tropical areas. Engineers then design the system including the exchanger turbines and then consider based on local conditions. Pipe carry warm surface water and cold deep water. The system heats the working fluid to drive a turbine, generating electricity. OTEC technology also contribute to economy, social and environment. To economy, among them is creation of job increase. This is because the development, construction, operation and maintenance of OTEC plants creates job opportunity. Second, have energy independence. OTEC provides renewable and sustainable source of electricity generation. Economic growth also happen, which is OTEC plants are usually located in coastal area where they can stimulate economic development and investment, and they also make increase in export and environmental sustainability. For social, it can also increase in energy security, providing education and also increase resilience to climate change. OTEC contributes to the mitigation of climate change by reducing greenhouse gas emission and promoting the transition to a low carbon economy. For environment, they also contribute on a reduction in carbon emission and give renewable energy, reduce ocean heat emission, and the last one is ecosystem will be protected. Wave energy converter WEC capture the energy in ocean wave to generate electricity. One such innovative technology in wave dragon. The wave dragon use a reservoir to capture wave energy and converts it to electricity through a hydro turbine. It is suitable for various coastal areas with significant wave activity, providing renewable energy for grid connected power stations, remote communities, and hybrid system integrated with other renewable technology. With Dragon Energy technology involve design, construction, deployment, and operation. Initially, engineers design and optimize the Wave Dragon, testing small-scale prototypes. Detailing engineers' plan guide the construction of full-scale device. Suitable offshore sites are selected for deployment with device transport installed and connected to electricity grid. Operation include monitoring performance, adjusting turbines, and regulatory maintenance. This technology also contributes to economy, social, and environment. To economy is create job, a currency of local economic development, increase export, and increase level of security and energy resistance. For social, it can access clean energy, community involvement, empowerment, and increase level of education and awareness. For environment, it can generate of renewable energy, provides a minimal environmental impact, and improve resilient energy infrastructure.
Next, artificial blue island in Denmark. Artificial islands are islands created by humans through engineering and construction processes on water or in areas that previously has had no natural island. How actually this technology implemented? Wind energy from the island will be converted into powerful energy that can be used to supply electricity to 40,000 homes as well as other use in Denmark's industrial and financial sectors. Next, artificial blue island in Denmark contributes to the social, economy, and the environment. For economy, it contributes to tourism and recreation. Based on data in the country of Dubai, the cost of construction artificial island reached USD 12 billion and they received an increase of more than 50 million tourists in 2018. Second contribute is development and construction. For social, education and improving the quality of life. As a result of data from the country of Singapore, Sentosa Island, this island managed to attract more than 90 million tourists a year, increasing tourism revenue by $1.5 billion. And lastly, for environment, coast strengthening and marine habitat protection and conservation. Artificial islands are often created as artificial habitat for plants and marine life. They provide protection to endangered or important species in marine ecosystem. Next, electric ferry. An electric ferry is a ferry built for a special purpose that is a place where a power plant can be installed as a source of electricity generation. Electric ships have propellers, a ready-to-use infrastructure for developing countries that will be connected to national electricity grids when needed. Electricity is produced by an electrical generator in a power plant. A power plant is a place where electricity is produced. The electricity has been produced will raise its voltage from 6,000 volt to 50,000 volt by a transformer. Next, this project contribute to the social, economy, and environment. For the economy, in terms of less pollution and low operational costs as well as innovation and economic growth. Denmark's maritime industry accounts for about 24% of the country's total export. This sector includes electric ferry that play an important role in sustainability effort and reducing carbon emissions. Next, for the social contributions to society encourage towards sustainable mobility as well as reducing pollution and improving air quality. In Europe, for example, the electrification of the ferry fleet could reduce CO2 emission by almost 50% in some countries. Finally, the contribution to the environment is reducing greenhouse gas emissions and reducing water pollution. Next, we go to the next part.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurhaiti binti Araja with the metric number S6317. Next, I will present about Sustainable Development Achievement in Denmark. Denmark is a global leader in sustainable development, particularly in the area of clean water and sanitation. The country ensures universal access to high-quality drinking water and protected underground sources, showcasing efficient water use and comprehensive wastewater treatment. Denmark's commitment to preventing groundwater contaminating and promoting sustainable water management is evident through collaboration with private sectors like Groundforce and international organizations. The nation's policy focused on education, environmental awareness, and progressive water pricing, leading to low domestic water consumption and serving as a model for sustainable groundwater use. Denmark's achievement in water resource management, aligned with the UN Sustainable Development Goals, underscore its dedication to a green economy and global water protection efforts. Denmark also has made a significant stride in green energy production, primarily through solar and wind energy, managed by the non-commercial organization Green Power Denmark. This organization, representing around 5,000 members involved in the green energy trends, aims for Denmark to be carbon neutral by 2050, with a 70% reduction in the carbon dioxide emission by 2030. Currently, 46% of Denmark's electricity comes from renewable sources. The country has a stable electricity grid with 99.99% security of supply and low cost due to natural energy use. Denmark's innovative projects include constructing artificial islands in the North Sea and Danish Baltic Sea to generate and export green electricity. In 2022, Denmark surpassed previous records with producing 70.48 terawatt-hours of green energy in the first 10 months, driven by offshore wind farms like Kriegers Flak and a significant increase in the solar energy production. Denmark focused on renewable energy not only reduces carbon dioxide emissions but also offers economic benefits and positions in the nation as a global leader in sustainable energy. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Siti Fatih Azira binti Sukri. My metric number is C1922. Low poverty rate. Denmark low poverty rate of 12.3% in 2020, the third lowest globally, is due to strong public health, social welfare and employment program. The government provides financial aid, housing, education and free healthcare funded by progressive taxes. Programs like the Youth Guarantee Scheme reduce youth unemployment and benefit support vulnerable group. Denmark inclusive policies ensure fair resource distribution, reflecting a commitment to citizen welfare. Next, quality education system. Denmark free high quality education is compulsory from ages 6 to 16 and extend to higher level. It includes early childhood to tertiary education. A voucher system fund most private school costs, encouraging parental involvement. Autonomous institutions adapt program to societal needs, support by lifelong learning tradition. With a 99% literacy rate, Denmark education system enhance quality of life and support sustainable development.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Anisha Irwayu binti Mustafa. Metric number S2267. In conclusion, Denmark's economic sustainability has been greatly enhanced by the country's combination of green and blue economy initiative. Denmark's shift to renewable energy sources like wind and solar power has not only lessened its need on fossil fuels, but also elevate the nation to the forefront of environmental stewardship worldwide. A circular economy has been added by the adoption of comprehensive waste management techniques, such as waste-to-energy programs, which have improved resource efficiency and reduced environmental effects. Okay, next, all things considered, Denmark is a model for sustainable development.
due to its deliberate commitment to fusing the ideas of the green and blue economies, which is bolstered by strong educational system, creative waste management, and broad acceptance of clean technologies. The country's accomplishment in striking a balance between environmental preservation and economic growth shows the valuability and advantage of pursuing sustainability on a national and international scale. Okay, that's all. Thank you.